Hi guys, my name is Steve B. I want to talk to you a little bit today about staying sober for today. And today happens to be May 18th, 2026. All day. Beautiful day down in the park here. Um, yeah, I thought I'd talk to you guys for a little bit about, this is a big one that gets rarely talked about. Sometimes it does, but I thought that would be a good title. Boredom. What do you do with boredom? And honestly, guys, I'm here to tell you that you don't have to deal with boredom. You could there are so many things to do in recovery. Think about it. In recovery, the only thing you can't do is drink. That leaves open lots and lots and lots of other things, guys. So you can't drink, but you could do whatever you want. I mean, as long as you're not hurting anybody. But yeah, boredom. When I first got sober, I remember boredom. You know what I did? I filled up my days with meetings. I'd go to meetings during the day. I'd go to meetings in the late afternoon. Uh, yeah, it's pretty wild. Meetings are everywhere. And where I live, this part of Connecticut that I live in, we have meetings right in a general area. You got lots and lots and lots of meetings. So you could fill up your time with going to meetings. You could get a hobby. I walk every day. I walk 4 miles a day. Sometimes it's harder than others, but every day I try to walk. I have to walk. I have to. I want to stay as fit as I possibly can. For 68 years old. I'm 68 for, let's see, 3 more days. Okay. And lo and behold, I love being retired. And I never had a problem. Well, sometimes I have a problem with boredom. It's like mostly, and believe it or not, it's like on the weekend, because during the week I have my usual schedule, and even on the weekends I have my schedule. But sometimes I get bored on the weekends. I think, well, everybody's doing something and I'm not doing anything. Even if you're staying at home and watching the ball game, you're doing something. You're doing something. So guys, I'm here to tell you, you don't have to be bored. You can take up reading. Reading is awesome. Reading is a fantastic, more than a hobby. It's a way of life. Exercise. You can take up exercise. Like I said, I do my walking, and I wanna add a few more little exercises, so at my age I could be the best that I can be. You know, and like I come down here, I walk every day 4 miles. And there's people that I know. From the park here. Yeah, you bump into them walking. You bump into them. They're part of my network, just like I have a recovery network. I got a network of walkers too. You know, you got the people before the meeting and the meeting and a meeting after the meeting, which I never go to. I'm not, like when the meeting's over, I'm out. I go home. And I don't care. That's what I do. That's what I like to do. But yeah. So here I am on this Monday morning. And it's a beautiful day. I mean, there's not a cloud in the sky, guys. It's a little bit warm in the sunshine. It's like 84. But it's nice. It's nice. In the shade, it's just right. Just right, and I love it. But boredom. What can you do? You could take up a hobby like puzzles, or you could take up a hobby yeah. There's puzzles. There's game crossword game things. There's writing. Well, writing. I'm in the middle of writing a book right now. Go figure. I'm writing a book, a biography. I used to think nobody wants to hear my boring life, but it's pretty interesting, when I go through it, and I might be able to help some people. That's what these YouTube things are. That's a hobby of mine, and I talk on it, and I try to give you ideas that I have learned through the years. Believe it or not, there's a little bit of wisdom in me, and I'm not taking credit for that. I'm giving God all the credit for that, and the people, in the meetings for um, giving me these uh, words of wisdom. And where do I hear it? I hear it at meetings. I'm going to meetings for going on 34 years, and wow, that's that's huge. And hiking. I love to hike. I love to go to various trails and stuff and walk, and like that, being outside in nature and watching the animals, feeding the birds and the squirrels. I apparently I feed both now. That's a thing I enjoy doing too. Exercise. Like I said, I want to add a few more to my regiment. Um, I love movies. Love going to movies. Love eating out. You know, um, Lena doesn't like it as much as I like it because but I like it. It's like going out. It's doing something. It's getting out of your skin, or getting out of your house, or whatever you want to do. And I don't know. I like that. I like eating out. And going to different restaurants. If it's a lousy restaurant, I don't have to go back. If it's good, I could go back. You know, it's all up to me. And you know, the animal kingdom. Like I said, I love the squirrels. The birds are awesome. Once in a while, I'll catch sight of a hawk or something like that. At home, I found this really beautiful hawk, and I think it was a falcon, but it was a beautiful looking bird. And the other day, I'm walking outside at my house, and I'm walking the dog, and lo and behold, a bear comes out, and I'm looking at the bear, and she growled, and she didn't want to go at the bear, which I'm glad. I mean, that's smart. That's very smart, because a bear is going to beat us up. You know what I mean? It'll beat me up, and I don't want that. I don't want that, guys. I don't want that. I like the expression that says "live and let live." Be it a bear, crocodile, a whatever, Gila monster. Nothing I'm ever going to see one of those. Those are in real tropical places, real hot places, and not likely to run into one of those. But guys, I hope you're having a fantastic day today. Hope you're not bored, and I hope I'm not boring you. I mean, that would be terrible. I'd feel like crap if I were boring you and you told me that. But honestly, gonna be a great day. Gonna be a great meeting. And I don't know how it's gonna be. I don't know anything about who's gonna come or what's going on. I know nothing about that, but I do know that it's gonna be a great one. I want it to be great. I want it to be great. And you know what is real fun? I got into it for a time. Puzzles. Puzzles are fun, and they're a lot of fun to put together, and they take time. I had one of some seaport in Massachusetts that we have been to, and I liked it so much that I put it in a frame, and There you go. Um, so any plans for today? What are you gonna do? Whatever you do, you're not gonna drink. You're not gonna use. You're gonna do it without those things because you don't need any kind of crutch. You don't need a crutch. And I'd like to tell you guys that being sober is anything but boring. It's not boring. It's not at all. It's living life the way it was supposed to be lived. And I'm loving it. Been loving it for a long time. You're gonna keep loving it, guys. If you would please, give a like and subscribe. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to chat, feel free to chat. I'd love to talk to you. God bless you all. Love you all. God bless.